Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday, September 28th. Today is an A day, but it can be a great day, even if it is a Monday. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the moment of silence. The North Vista Elementary School Honor Pledge. On my honor, I pledge that I will obey all school rules, I will be trustworthy, I will take care of my school, I will appreciate and respect other people and new ideas, I will do my best and be the very best student I can be. Expect to be impressed. Our Bully Free Pledge. I promise I will not use my hands or my words for hurting myself or others. I promise to be safe and respectful to everyone, and our school will remain bully free. Last week, I showed the teachers how to use Mayan and what a great resource it can be. In one of those meetings, the teachers asked if I could create a video of how to log in as a student and how to do all the different things that you can do as a student. So that's what I'm about to show you. If you need a refresher for that and don't want to go through the whole morning announcement video, I'm also putting this video up separately on our school's YouTube page. So have a look. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me and ask me. I'll do my best I can to help you. Hello, everybody. This is going to be Mayan from the student perspective. So if you are a student, this is for you. To get to Mayan, you'll go through your class link, and it will be this purpley blue colored box that has Mayan on it. You'll click on it. Because my Mayan's a little bit differently, even though I'm showing from the student perspective, I had to already log in. So once you log in, you'll get to this screen. It will show you things like genres, graphic novels and cartoons, science, language arts, social studies, math, fun, animals, hobbies, so on and so forth. And what you'll do when you look at this page, you'll decide, how do I feel about these things? Genres are is fiction basically. So if you like it, you'll click that guy. If you're not a fan of graphic novels and cartoons, you'll click the far one on the left. And you'll just click down how you feel. So if maybe I like science, but it's not my absolute favorite, I'll click on this guy. Language arts, don't love it, don't hate it. I'll go with this middle guy. Social studies, love it. Math, not a fan. Animals, meh. This guy is if you like it, or if you don't hate it, but it's not your most favorite. And then hobbies, how to, scary and gross thing, a niche. I like that. And then you scroll back to the top and you hit save. It's important to stop and think about these for a second, because your recommendations for books are going to come from the recommendations you just made. So it's going to take this and put it into the books that it recommends for you to use. So you hit save. Then comes everyone's favorite part, the quiz. It's going to go through and it's going to ask, depending on your grade level, if you're in one of the upper grades, it might not look exactly like this, or it might start like this. I set my student example as a first grader, so if you are in 4th, 5th, 6th, it might not start this way, or it might. I'm not exactly sure. So you'll go and say, okay, choose the best word for this picture. This is a bed. It'll take you to the next one. This is a star. This is a candle. And you'll keep going taking this quiz. This looks like sleep. Paint. And it will keep going. And the questions are going to get a little bit harder each time. So it's okay if you don't know all the answers. It's okay because this is just going to show us what you know. But even if you don't know the answers, it's important for you to try because this is going to tell you what you can read as. We don't want to see parents taking it, even though we know parents, you want to support your child and help them do their best. We want you as a student to show us what you know. And it's okay if you don't do so hot. Every 2 weeks, you have the chance to retake this quiz, or you can shoot me an email at csimpson@fsc1.org if your teacher thinks that it's too hard. So I'm just going to click answers so that way I can show you the rest of it. But students, you shouldn't be doing this. Just because I'm clicking answers does not mean you should. So, the reason I had you just go and take that is it's going to give you a what's called a lexile level. This is a different version of your reading level. So, like we have our star reading level, this is another way to look at it. So, moving on down, we have this motorcycle guy. And right now he's sitting at 0 minutes. And that's because, as of right now, I haven't spent any time reading on Mayan. But as I spend time reading over the course of this week, I'll move to my goal, which it has a little flag so we'll know when I cross that finish line. Your teacher might want you to read so many minutes, or they might want you to read a certain number of books. There can be a goal set for that. Remember that I set my example student as a first grader, so that's why my goal is only 2 books. Your teacher may have something different for you, and you'll have to talk to your teacher about what they specifically want. Or you can also go with how many pages you read. Once again, it depends on how your teacher wants to do things. And you can also switch and do it for the month. And as you can see, you don't have the little flag right here, but this arrow shows you that if you keep reading for the month, that you'll eventually hit your goal. So, remember how I said that for the smiley guys helped recommended books? They will. And these are books that were recommended for you based on those smiley guys. So, if you click see more, you will see more books that were recommended for you. They're recommended for you for your level, and they're recommended for your interests. You can see all the different things. Most of the books, I believe, have the ability to take the AR quiz. So after you read Trust Me, Hansel and Gretel are sweet, you can click Take an AR quiz. And it will take you to AR to log in. So you don't have to go back to your class link. You can just hit that one button off that tab. So, some books have it. If it has that orange button, it will have it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So this one doesn't have the AR button, so it's not an AR book. So, these are your recommended books. Next option is to browse. This is about the equivalent of going and walking around the library and looking at the different shelves. So let's say you want to go genres, see what books are in there. You can see all kinds of the different genres, all the different topics. So let's go on an adventure. I feel like going on an adventure, don't you? And once again, these are sorted by level and by your recommendations. Although here it's a little bit less of the recommendation and more of that lexile level. So you can also go and take the AR quiz. Let's say you don't want to read, you want to look for a adventure non-fiction book. You click on this funny looking funnel over here, and you can go, I want to read a fiction book, a book that's made up. You click on it, and all of these books are fiction, made up books. If you want to read true books, you would click on nonfiction. And it will show you all the nonfiction books. say you want to read Astronaut in Training. See, it has an AR on it. The book level is a fourth grade level, and it's 0.5. It's worth half an AR book. Half an AR point, not an AR book. So you can click read. Start the book. So say you don't know what astronaut is, and you need to look it up. You click on dictionary and say, okay, I want to look up astronaut.
Astronaut.
I don't even know what that is. You click astronaut, and it will tell you it's a person who travels beyond the Earth's atmosphere and traveler in a spacecraft. If you're not sure, if you know what it means, but you're like me and trip over your words and not sure how to say it, you can click it.
Astronaut.
And it will show you how to pronounce it. Say your teacher wants you to go and pick out your vocabularies. You can take a highlighting pen to do that. I went from tools and I would click this guy right here for the green color. And I'm going to click this for the highlighter. And let's see, let's say traveled is one of my vocabularies. And I went and highlighted it. Say I want to remember to ask a question right here. You can be an inquirer and put a sticky note and say, maybe a little bit later I can research of how do they travel to the moon. And that's under sticky notes. You can draw a square. You can do all kinds of handy things. And if you want to remove them, you can hit the delete button and it will take all of it and take all of it away. So maybe you get into this and realize, okay, I don't recognize 5 words on this page. This is too hard for me. You can click exit. And it will take you back to browse. So maybe your teacher wants you to read a specific book. So if your teacher wants you to read a specific book, it might show up right here for you to read. So that way you don't have to go search for it, you know it can automatically be right there. And maybe you don't want to browse, but you know you want to look for a specific book. You can go to search over here. And let's see if we have any dark diaries on here. Nope, no dark diaries. Well, maybe we want to read about cats. You can type in cats, and all kinds of things show up. About every type of cat there is, it looks like.